Vinaka, you've tuned into Talk Business, and to all our viewers who are joining us from around the region, welcome to the show. This week on Talk Business, we feature the recent AON Fiji Excellence and Tourism Awards that took place in Nadi last week. We feature the winners in the various categories and also take you behind the scenes to showcase just what it takes to put together a high-profile event as such. It's a journey from the kitchen to the ballroom. That's all coming up in the next half hour. There's no denying that our tourism industry is the mainstay of our economy. Over the years, it has progressed to become our biggest revenue earner and largest contributor to our GDP. The tourism industry itself spans many decades and has taken as much time to become Fiji's most crucial sector. So it's only fitting that the industry itself recognizes the contributions of all those who have been part of its growing success. And that's what the AON Fiji Excellence in Tourism Awards is all about. Into its 18th year, last weekend, heads of all major resorts, tour operators and tourism service providers gathered under one roof to celebrate the industry's biggest night. And our Talk Business team was there to catch all the action. But we decided to do something a little different. Since Fiji's tourism is a lot more than just the sun, sea, sand and surf, and of course extends beyond the cultural experience, we thought, let's go behind the scenes and actually showcase how an event that caters for more than 400 people is put together. And where else would all the action be? None other than the kitchen. How on earth do you prepare an a la carte dinner for more than 400 guests with an exquisite and locally inspired menu? Well, Jean-Marc, the executive chef at the Sofitel Resort and Spa, where the event was being held at, gave us a rare insight into his 5-star kitchen. Our team caught up with his, and we saw firsthand just how preparations got underway for a night where the culinary experience is as crucial as the awards itself.
Putting the menu together was a bit of a challenge because I know that we have to use certain ingredients that are sponsored, that come from New Zealand, and also combined with Fijian ingredients. Like we go here, if you can see, you got Fijian long beans that come from here. The chicken also comes from here, but these scallops are actually sponsored. They come from New Zealand, and this is one of the ingredients that we didn't have to use, but some of the companies that are presented tomorrow night will be sponsoring parts of the food. So putting a menu like that for 400 people, well, it's a bit of a touch and go because there's so many people that will have to go with it, say yes or no, they like it, they don't like it. I was quite lucky, they liked it straight away. So we combine Occidental and Fijian. We're going to show you the chicken ballotine, which is to start with a breast chicken that we split in half. Then Sunny over here is bashing it to make it flatter. So we got two sides, one side with the skin and one side without the skin. So I put it on a piece of Glad wrap, well flat. Inside this bag, I got some chicken mince with some garlic, pepper, salt, cream, egg, magic ingredients. Then I put in the middle here. So I put a tiny bit more here because this is the end bit of the chicken breast. So I remember that the skin is on this side. So I roll this side first, and I have the skin outside. So here I take the Glad wrap over, and I make sure it's very tight. There's a bit of a technique here. And I pinch one side, make sure all the air is out, and roll it. And with my finger, I go behind and push and pull. And I do the same on the other side, make sure it's tight. Because if it's not tight, then it's going to not take the shape once it's cooking. Pull a bit, go behind the finger, and pull nice and tight. And that should be tight, ready for cooking. So those scallops are from the South Island of New Zealand. In French we call them pétoncles because they are a different kind of breed. So here we're going to separate the shells in half for tomorrow. It's quite a complicated dessert. It sounds complicated, but it's very simple. So it's a bit like the French, you know, complicated but simple.
But there's a lot of ingredients involved, though, is there?
There's a lot of ingredients and a lot of texture involved, but all combined together, which should bring a balance of textures and flavors. You've got everything from sweet to salty. You've got everything from soft to crispy, and all the intermediates.
For the organizers of the event, it's really all about paying tribute to those in the industry that continue to make a difference.
The awards were started by industry. The awards are privately funded by sponsors and by industry, supported by government and Tourism Fiji. And the awards are there to celebrate or to showcase those who perform best in their class in the industry. So it's not just about the I guess for want of a better word, you know, the big players. The awards look at everything from the really popular categories of frontliner of the year, which is one of the staff at one of the operations. It looks at budget accommodation, all the way through to the really unique one-off kind of places that we have here in Fiji.
Now fast forward 20 hours later to the day of the event. And the kitchen is now a hive of activity. Kitchen hands to junior chefs are busy finalizing their prep and in the pre-cooking stages. And to lend them a hand, an entire cast of local executive chefs from other nearby resorts have joined forces to offer a unique dining experience. This is the first time local chefs have come together on this scale to put together a meal for over 400 guests for such a high-profile event. Now to the cheese and crackers. And to cooking the mains. And of course, how can we forget the most important component of every meal, the dessert? Hours later, and the event comes to life. The creme de la creme of the tourism industry is present right from across all segments of the sector. It's an awards night where competition is rife and thus the selection process is equally robust.
The organising committee and the Secretariat, with the cooperation of Tourism Fiji, publishes and invites applications for the respective categories of individuals from sections of the industry. A panel is appointed who have experience and knowledge of the stakeholders' operations. They carry out very extensive examination of the applications and visit many properties before making their assessments. The judges' recommendations are approved by the trustees without change. I assure you that the judges carry out their responsibilities without fear or favour.
And government also on hand, acknowledging the difference the industry has made to the economy as a whole.
The latest figures show that the tourism industry in 2012 contributed 35.8% towards our GDP. That is $2.5 billion. These are the figures by the World Travel and Tourism Council. In 2013, it contributed 37.8%, or $2.6 billion towards our economy.
Stay with us. After the break, we head back to the kitchen as the chefs begin to plate and the winners receive top honors.
We're at the back. This is the backstage here of the Mayor Ballroom, and all the guests are starting to arrive. 400 guests. So Jean-Marc and I are here. We're here with a few other chefs. You can see down there Celeste, the president of the FCA as well. We're just about to, I think we're about, what, how many? 10 minutes away? 10 minutes away. So now the heart's pumping where he's starting to get stressed, not me so much. But now we've got to get all these plates out. 30 minutes to plate 400 plates, and this is quite complicated, quite intricate, you know, with all the different things on there. So, wow. All right, heart's pumping. We've done that. We're going to get ready now to get all this out. Let's get it out. Okay.
Now back to the ballroom. And the Intercontinental Resort and Spa took out the Frontliner of the Year award with a staff from the activities section who was honoured with the award.
It's an honor and a privilege for me to be in the final and to be won, so I'm so excited, and it's a good contribution, and I'm trying my work to contribute to the tourism industry.
Not too far off from Natandola, the next award was handed to the Shangri-La Fijian Resort for the Marine Education Centre under the Tourism Sustainability Award.
We were up with other nominees who were also worth noting, so it was a big surprise. But yeah, with all the teamwork we had, I'd like to also, on behalf of them, I think it's well deserved too for our team.
Pacific Destination received top honours in the Transport Facilitators category, while a tour company, which offers an authentic cultural experience, took out the Fiji Experience Award.
We've added some more destinations to the trip. We do a lot of our the product around Viti Levu especially incorporates a lot of villages and a lot of local attractions like the Singatoka Sand Dunes, Simbeto Hot Pools, etc. So we benefit a lot of the local landowners and local communities on the way.
And for the first time, a company which has been serving the tourism sector for decades now was recognized for their long service and received the Services and Support Award.
Everything, but most importantly, I see so many other fantastic people here, the likes of Tony Whitten from Rosie's, many other things, Peter Hopgood and the guys from Outrigger, everyone. Look, it's to be nominated amongst them, to win awards alongside these people, just incredible.
We're halfway through the service. Come quickly in. We're under pressure at the moment. Come in. So come around this way. We're about halfway through at the moment. You can see how many chefs are in the line. Plenty of chefs. Try and pump this out. Watch out behind you. Yeah. This is what it takes. And you've got to remember, look what's on the plate. You've got all these components on the plate. they've got the starch, the sauce, and the fish. One person puts the fish, one person puts the starch, one person puts the sauce. It's like a production line. The timing, it's about the timing, about getting it out so that it's still hot. And that's 400 plates, 400 plates to get out in time.
Now out to the guests. A new category was introduced in this year's event. It's another individual award called the Back of House Award, and as the name suggests, it honors those behind the scenes. The Radisson Blu Resort took out this award, and the resort's executive sous chef received the top honors.
I will try to do my level best in the future and then look for another one for next year. Maybe better than this. And I'll work for my company for Radisson.
We'll sign him up for a few more years, that's the important thing.
The Intercontinental Resort and Spa received another award on the night. This time, a new category, Spa and Wellness.
It's the first award for Spa and Wellness. So we're ecstatic. The team at the Intercontinental are ecstatic to win this award.
And then the last award under the special category for the best restaurant. Which establishment would take out the award? Of course, none other than our celebrity TV chef, Lancito's restaurant at the Castaway Resort.
What an exciting award. This is the best restaurant in Fiji. So of course, you know, I guess it's a vindication of the whole year's hard work. But this restaurant started from scratch. It was nothing. It was some dirt in the sand after the cyclone. And so we turned this whole outdoor area into a finer dining, live cooking. But this is, I guess, the pinnacle of the flavours of Fiji. Castaway!
The most competitive award that many hotels and resorts compete against is the Budget Accommodation Award. That's because a good number of our local accommodation fall into this category. But the winners on the night were the well-deserved Monterey Island Resort.
For us, you know, it's a real testament about the quality of the product that we provide to our customers. It's a really tight industry, there's a lot of competition there. It's really easy, there's a lot of rhetoric in the industry of people sort of put themselves up. It's really nice for us to be recognised by our industry peers.
The Quality Accommodation Award was handed out to the Tanoa Group, specifically the Tanoa Plaza based in the capital.
It took me about almost 6 years now, from where we were, from where we started off to where we are now. We've actually grown with the improvements from the Tanoa Group, our training, and also the more direct contact from our directors. We actually got the support and commitment.
The next award went far out to Savu Savu, where the Khorasan Resort, which recently opened up their Edgewater Bures, took out the Deluxe Accommodation Award.
We have been working for many years expanding Khorasan and building it up, and it's because of our staff. It's about the staff.
Winning the award for us is also about the fact that we're offering something that's very unique within Fiji and also within the international marketplace. Our accommodations are halfway over the water at a deluxe price point. So for us, that's something that should be really attractive to international travelers.
Two very unique tourism service providers were honored with the Accommodation Unique Award for offering tourists a somewhat outside the Fijian box experience.
For us, it's fantastic. I mean, for us, it's a first year being in operation, and we've had a really good, successful year, and we've really enjoyed being able to offer this new unique product to Fiji, and we also really respect people like you and I who have been here for years, and we're relative newcomers, but they've contributed a lot, and for us it's really an honour to be associated with them.
We feel that we're pretty much pioneers in the liveaboard dive industry, different to what these guys are doing, and it's lovely to have new people doing new things here in Fiji, bringing our beautiful country to lots of people's, what's the word I mean? For everybody to be able to experience it.
The Royal Davui Island Resort off the Bengal Lagoon were awarded top honours in the accommodation luxury category.
It's the reflection of the staff. I mean, let's face it, sales and marketing is great fun. We get out there and get Fiji out to the world. But this is really for the staff of the resort. This is them, this is the staff that are on the ground, interfacing with the guests on a daily basis and really making the experience. So that really is what this is for. It's all about my fantastic staff.
But the night belonged to this man, a visionary who has spent 40-odd years with our tourism sector, defining what an authentic Fijian experience really is with the Castaway and Outrigger resorts, which he built from the ground up.
It's been my delight and pleasure to be involved with Fiji's tourism industry for 40 odd years. It's been my privilege, as I've said for 40 odd years, I am a guest in your country. I expect nothing more, nor should I. It's been a privilege to develop two resorts, bring them to a sense of prominence that they both enjoy internationally, which I'm so proud of.
I wish you all the best in the future.
And that's a wrap for this week. We'd love to hear from you, so do send us an email, talkbusiness@fijitv.com.fj. Remember, you can catch me on the net on our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/talkbusiness, and also find us on Facebook, www.facebook.com/talkbusiness. And if you have a Twitter account, do follow me at RachnaFijiTV. Thank you for joining us. Do join us again at the same time next week. Until then, have a productive week.